Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Cranston High School West for the continuation of the holiday tournament. I am Michael Smonti doing play-by-play here tonight for the Battle of Cranston, as there's a girls' basketball game between Cranston High School West, the home team, and the crosstown team, Cranston High School East. And just in a minute, the game will be starting shortly. Wins the tip-off from Cranston East as Yalarati gets the board. And she gets the first 2 points to drop. As Yalarati finds the first bucket of the game here in the first 5 seconds. Now Maya Richard trying to get down court fast as she gets in the paint. Quickly out to Robinson in the corner. And now we'll play off back iron as Brown grabs the rebound. And now Perea tries to slow it down. She gives it up quickly. The basket. Good move there by Richard. It's like nearly a 2-2 game here to start the game. Now being double team. Gets past Moran quickly. And the last touch Jimenez. Riccio now bringing up the ball. Gives it back to Bucco. Bucco fires up a left wing three, and it'll be too strong as it hits off the backboard. And it'll go out of bounds once again. And this time it will be Cranston East ball. And full court press here to start the game early for Cranston West. As Jimenez trying to get past Moran once again. Moran has to be careful. She doesn't want to foul too early. And a backcourt violation will be called as Yalarati looked like tried to give it up to Gunderway, but she didn't make full possession over the half-court line. Moran now double teamed. Moran quickly to the basket on Jimenez, and now a roll off front rim as Jimenez grabs the rebound. Jimenez now coming down quickly, splits past Bucco and Moran. Jimenez quickly to the corner for Gunderway for three, and will hit off the side of the backboard as Brown grabs the rebound. Quickly to Robinson, over to Bucco on the fast break, and she is an easy two, as now Cranston West leads by 2. Gunderway now trying to make her way past half court. And she quickly gives up to Gunderway. Could have been another backcourt. This time it wasn't called. As Maya Riccio gets a steal there on Jimenez. As Moran trying to quickly get down to the basket. She does, and it'll be off front rim. It looks like Brown tried to get the offensive rebounds. Now Bucco will scoop it up in the corner and give it up to Robinson for 3. And that will be a little left for her as Gunderway grabs the rebound. Jimenez still trying to find her first points of the game as Riccio tried to steal it away again. And Riccio plays some great defense here as Jimenez fires a 3, and it'll be way too strong as it will be a save, and this time it'll be off Robinson. As Chase will check in now, as Brown will take a breather here early. Underway now gets it into Jimenez. Jimenez still trying to make her move on Riccio, and that'll be off front iron. As Yalarati and Robinson trying to fight for the rebound. And Jimenez finally picks it up as she fires a 3, and that one will rim out. Looks like it touched the bottom of the net. As now Chase gives it up quickly to Moran. Moran finds Riccio down low for an easy 2, and that one will drop. And so far, the chemistry of Cranston High School West is looking way better than Cranston East to start the game. And Moran tried to steal it away as she takes a hard fall, and it'll still be Cranston East basketball. Jimenez and Gunnerway playing the two-man game. And it'll be a foul, but it'll be waved off as the foul will be on Riccio this time. And it'll be an on-the-floor call as Riccio will now pick up her first foul of the game. Now Gunderway looking to inbound for Cranston East. Gunderway gets it into Jimenez. Jimenez quickly up to Gunderway. Gunderway being guarded by Bucco. Gives up to Yalarati. Yalarati trying to go baseline on Robinson. Gets to the basket, be a turnover as Moran picks it up. And now Moran looking up court, gives it up to Bucco. And Bucco cross court to Riccio. Gives it back to Bucco for three. And that'll be off front iron for her as Chase grabs an offensive rebound over to Riccio quickly. Riccio gets to the basket, and it'll be a nice layup by Riccio as she picks up her fourth point of the game. As now Cranston West leads by 6. Jimenez trying to get over half court quickly. Nice move here on Chase. Gets to the basket over Riccio, and she fires up a floater, and that'll be off target for her. As Riccio now throws it cross court, trying to get it to Bucco. And Bucco able to chase it down. And last touch Bucco, and it'll be Cranston East ball. And Bucco heavily guarding Gunderway as she tries to get past half court. Now Yalarati gives it up quickly to Jimenez and blocked by Moran. And another block by Chase. 2 big blocks here by Cranston West. As now Moran picks up the ball. Quickly down court, gives up to Robinson in the corner, fakes the 3. Now cross court to Riccio. She chucks up a 3. And it'll be an air ball from Riccio as that'll just go out of bounds. And it'll be Cranston East basketball. Gunderway now looking inbound, and she gets it into Jimenez. As Cranston West full court defense, heavily demanding on Cranston East, getting up court quickly. Gunderway still trying to find her first points of the game. Gunderway using the Jimenez screen, now Jimenez picks it up. Jimenez. And that would be a pushing foul on Kyla Bucco, look to be on Hernandez. And will now be taken on the sideline by Gunderway. Jimenez still looking to find her first points of the game as Cranston East has been scoreless for the past 4 minutes. Now trying to make a move on Bucco. Quickly to the basket, throws up a jumper, and now it'll be off target. Yalarati gets the offensive rebound, and she can't get the putback to go as Moran now fighting for the rebound. And she splits through the double team, and it'll be a turnover as Hernandez now picks it up. Tries to throw it into Gunderway, and that'll be a bad turnover as Yalarati should have taken her time. And she tried to get it quickly into Gunderway. Moran now heavily guarded by Hernandez. Quickly gets past her, throws up the Chase in the corner. Now resets to Riccio. Riccio now getting quickly to the basket, and a roll off the rim. And almost trying to find her first and 1 of the game, except she'll be going to the line for 2. And that'll be Hernandez picking up her first foul of the game. And Riccio's first free throw will roll off the rim. And Riccio's second free throw won't go, but Chase grabs the offensive rebound, and no foul call there. And Gutierrez checking in the game here for Cranston East. Jimenez trying to push past Riccio, and she'll throw up one, and I'll be off front rim as O'Donohue now in the game for West picks up her first rebound. Robinson trying to make a move on Stefanski as Kyla Bucco chucks up a deep 3, and that one will drop for Bucco as Bucco finds her first points of the game. Then it'll be a deep three. Excuse me, her first three-pointer of the game. As now Cranston West leads by 9. Gutierrez quickly up to Yalarati as she takes a free throw jumper, and now it'll be an air ball. And Gunderway tried to keep it in bounds, but it'll be a turnover, and it'll be Cranston West basketball. And now Bella Dupre will check in the game as Stefanski will take a breather. And Riccio, point center this game, bringing up the ball a lot here for Cranston West, while Moran is on the bench. Riccio still being guarded by Jimenez. Riccio kicks out to Robson quickly, being guarded by Dupre. Bucco fakes the three on Yalarati, gets down to the basket quickly, and she'll get that one to go as now Bucco's up to 7 points here in the first quarter. And Bucco don't want to be too aggressive, could pick up an early foul. Is now Dupre being guarded by O'Donohue. Quickly up to Yalarati as Bucco picks up the steal. Nice steal from behind the back. Bucco now over to Riccio. Riccio trying to make a move on Gutierrez. She gets down to the basket quickly and she'll get an easy 2. And it's now a 13-point lead here in the first quarter of action. Underway quickly up to Gutierrez. As now she's now being guarded by Chase. And no shot will go as it will be an air ball anyway. It will be a timeout here taken by Cranston East. And we'll take a timeout as well. And we'll be back here on Fans Only Sports Network. We are back here at Cranston West for the continuation of the holiday tournament, as this is the last game of the day for the tournament. And it will now be Cranston East ball. Dupre looking to inbound for East. She takes her time getting in, and she finally finds Gunderway. Gunderway now in the corner, heavily guarded by Chase. And it'll be a double dribble this time. It'll be a bad turnover now, as Riccio will now inbound for Cranston West. And the Falcons looking very strong offensively here to start the first quarter, as they take a 15-2 lead. As now Robinson chucks up a 3, and that one will go down for Robinson. And Robinson finds her first points of the game, and it'll be a 3-pointer. Gutierrez quickly up to Gunderway. Gunderway chucks up a 3, and it'll be way off as O'Donohue picks up the rebound. Chase quickly up to Bucco. Bucco now fakes the pass, and she steps back to the 3-point line. Riccio now gives it back to Bucco for a deep 3, and it'll be a little right as Bucco tried to fight for her own rebound as Yalarati gets up to Gunderway. Gunderway trying to give it up to Gutierrez as Robinson tries to save it, but it'll be out of bounds. As now there's 5 seconds left here on the clock as the shot clock is now turned off. And Jimenez now looking inbound. She tries to get into Gunderway. Dupre will just chuck up a deep 3. And it'll be West basketball here. As now there's 2 seconds left on the clock. Bucco now just has to fire up a half court. She gets it off in time, and that'll be a little right for Bucco. As now Cranston West leads 18-2 going into the second quarter, and we'll be back here in just a few minutes. are back now here for the second quarter of action as West still leads by 16 as we will be starting the second quarter here shortly. And Brown will check back in the game if she took an early exit in the first quarter. Moran quickly gives it up to Bucco, over to Riccio. Riccio making a move to the basket, quickly to Brown. Brown gets an easy layup, and that will be the first points for Allie Brown this game, as it leads now up to 18. And great chemistry you've been seeing so far here by Cranston West on offense. Dupre gives to Yalarati for a mid-range, and that one will drop, as Yalarati gets Cranston East's 4th point of the game. Riccio now being guarded by Jimenez. Riccio gets to the basket, finds Brown. Brown will put up a layup, and that'll be an air ball. A little too strong for Brown, as now Jimenez picks up the rebound. Jimenez quickly downhill, and hard fall by Riccio and Jimenez, and it'll be called a blocking foul, this time on Riccio. And the star player slash captain for Cranston East, Maya Jimenez, still haven't found her first basket of the game, as Riccio's defense has been quite demanding. As I say that, Riccio picks up a steal. That's her second on Jimenez. Now Moran quickly up court, and she gets past Gunderway, and a block there by Gutierrez. Good block, as look, Gunderway and Gutierrez taking a fall. As now Dupre will now slow the pace for Cranston East offense. Now Yalarati down low, being guarded by Moran. Nice post work by her, and she'll get the 6th point to drop for Cranston East, and she now has all 6 for Cranston East. Moran hands it off to Robinson. As now Riccio will control. Riccio getting downhill quickly, and it'll be a foul. It'll be an on the floor reach by Jimenez. And Jimenez will pick up her first foul of the game. Moran now looking inbound for West. She gets it down low to Riccio. Riccio trying to use her post moves on Jimenez, and it gets through. As Riccio and Bucco, the top scorers here for West early, as they're playing great to start this game. Now Gunderway with the mid-range, and now it'll be off target, as Brown picks up a defensive rebound, and Brown seems to be a little hurt. As Moran gets downhill quickly, tries to get it out to Bucco. Bucco now has to reset to Riccio. Riccio trying to make a move on Yalarati. She gets downhill, and that'll be a little strong as it hits off the front rim. Jimenez trying to push her way through the double team of Robinson and Riccio. She'll find her first basket of the game, as it comes with a little bit under 6 minutes here to go in the second quarter. Moran gets into Bucco. Bucco now being guarded by Gunderway. Passes it over to Riccio. Riccio now getting to the basket quickly. She'll throw it up. It'll hit the bottom of the backboard, as now Gunderway will pick up the defensive rebound. Quickly up to Yalarati, and it'll be a turnover as Yalarati gets it back over to Gutierrez, as Moran took a fall, and Gutierrez will hit the mid-range. And it is now a 12-point game. Riccio now being guarded by Jimenez. Using the Moran screen, fakes the screen, goes left, and she'll take a mid-range, and that will drop for Riccio, as Riccio now has 12. Gutierrez fakes the 3 on Brown, and she'll kick it back out to Jimenez. Jimenez will fire an open 3, and that will drop for Jimenez, as she now has 5. And a timeout will taken by Cranston East, as we'll take a timeout as well, and we'll be back here in just a few minutes. We are back here on Fans Only Sports Network as Cranston East is starting to chip away at the 16-point lead that Cranston West had at the end of the first quarter. It is now a 11-point lead as O'Donohue, Chase, and Robinson will check back in, and Bucco and Moran will stay on the floor for Cranston West. Bucco uses the Chase screen. She's thinking about a three. She fires one up, and it'll be off back iron as Chase grabs a nice offensive rebound. Quick throw to Robinson in the corner. Gives it up to Moran. Moran trying to make her work on Jimenez, and she gets downhill, and she'll get that one a drop. As now Falcons have doubled the Thunderbolts' points. Jimenez thinking about a three, and she'll throw one up, and it'll be off back iron, and Robinson will just let that roll out of bounds. And Taylor Walker will check in the game as Kyla Bucco will take a breather for Cranston West. Moran now using the O'Donohue screen. Taylor Walker now getting ball in her hands for the first time this game as Robinson will throw up a three, and a deep three will go for Robinson as Cranston West now has 29 points here halfway through the second quarter. Gutierrez now in the corner for three, and she'll get that one a drop, and back-to-back threes now, one for Cranston West and Cranston East. Moran now quickly gives it up to Walker. Walker trying to get downhill, gives it to Robinson in the corner for three, and that won't be off back iron. As now Jimenez picks up the defensive rebound, and Jimenez trying to get past Chase as she'll reset. She gives up to Gunderway. To the corner now, Gutierrez for three. She fakes it, she'll throw one up. That's a bad shot by Gutierrez, as it will just roll out of bounds. Moran faking the handoff to Robinson as she gets downhill, and no foul will be called as Moran tries to fight for her own rebound, but she won't get it. Jimenez now up top, quickly over to Vernazio. Vernazio checking back in the game, and that jumper won't go. As Chase trying to fight for the rebound, as Walker looked to get a steal, and it will just roll out of bounds. Gunderway now looking to inbound here for Cranston East. She'll get it into Vernazio. Be guarded by Moran up top. There's now Jimenez, guarded by Chase. Thinking about a three, and she'll fire one, and it will go for Jimenez, and that'll be her second three of the game, and it's now down to a 10-point lead, as that'll be the smallest lead since early in the first. As now Robinson will fire up another corner three, and that'll be off back iron as Chase grabs an offensive rebound, and it'll go as Chase will pick up her first points of the game. Gunner right now being guarded by Walker. Walker, a great on-ball defender. She tries to pick up a steal. Jimenez now trying to get past Chase. She gets in, and no travel called as O'Donohue will grab the rebound, and a foul will be called this time on Gunderway as O'Donohue is trying to get it up court to Robinson. And O'Donohue and Robinson will check out of the game as now Riccio and Bucco will check back in. Moran trying to go, Riccio trying to go left. She gets into Chase, and one for Chase. And that will drop as Chase will be sent to the line trying to find her fifth point of the game. And Moran, a great facilitator, as she quickly gave it up to Riccio, and Riccio was able to find Chase down low. And the ball movement here to start the game for Cranston West has been great. it'll be off front iron for Chase as the free throw will not drop. And now Gunderway over to Jimenez quickly. Jimenez trying to get past Chase. She gets down low, and the layup will be a little off target. As now Moran on the fast break with Walker. She tries to get past Venancio. She'll throw it up, and she'll get it to go. And a tough shot by Moran, and she'll get it to drop as now we're coming up on almost a minute left to play here in the first half. Dupre now getting to Venancio quickly, and she'll get an easy 2. And it is now a 14-point game as 50 seconds left here in the second quarter. Moran now finding Walker in the corner. She fakes a 3 as Riccio now think about one. She gets downhill, fakes by Walker, and nice pickpocket there by Jimenez as Riccio pick up the rebound. She'll get the floater to go. And Riccio playing great offensively and defensively here to start this matchup. As Dupre will chuck up a 3, and it'll be an air ball as Venancio grabs the rebound. She can't get the putback. She'll get another rebound. She can't get that one. Jimenez finally gets the rebound and gets it to go. As now Moran will have the ball around half court, under 15 seconds left. Moran quickly over to Bucco. She'll fire a 3, and it'll be off target as Chase grabs a nice offensive rebound. Quickly over to Moran. Moran fakes the 3, and she'll fire a mid-range, and it'll be a little off target. As now Venancio grabs the rebound, and that'll be the end of the first half. As Cranston West leads here by 14, and we'll be back here in 10 minutes for the second half of action. we are back here at Cranston West for the continuation of the girls basketball game, the Battle of Cranston, between Cranston West and Cranston East. And I'm Michael Sermonti. I'll be continuing play-by-play as Cranston West still leading by a good margin of 14 points here to start the third quarter. And shortly we'll begin the action in the second half. And it'll be Cranston East basketball here to start the second half, as Dupre will inbound to Gunderway. And Moran still playing demanding on-ball defense as Jimenez gets the ball quickly, trying to make her move on Riccio. She throws one up, and it'll be off the hand of Riccio, and it will stay Cranston East basketball. Gunderway gets into Yalarati. Jimenez has it. Jimenez fires up a three, and it'll be off target for Jimenez, as now Robinson will pick up the rebound as Moran controls. Moran quickly over to Chase down low, and Chase will be forced to reset to Riccio, thinking about a three. She now makes her move on Jimenez, quickly out to Bucco for three, and it'll be strong for Bucco, as Yalarati will pick out the defensive rebound. Gunderway now trying to use a spin move as Chase picks up a big block, and a good defense there by Sanaya Chase. Chase getting downhill quickly on Yalarati, and good defense there by Yalarati, as Chase's layup will not fall. Jimenez trying to go to work on Riccio. Riccio playing good defense, and Riccio will pick up a block, as Jimenez will not get her own rebound, as Gunderway is forced to reset. Yalarati trying to get interior on Bucco. Good defense by Riccio, and Riccio pick up the rebound. And Moran trying to find Robinson downhill quickly, and it'll be a turnover. Dupre trying to go to work on Robinson. She gets downhill, and it'll be a foul, and this time looks to be on Bucco. And now Dupre will be at the line for two shots. And Dupre is unable to get the first one to drop. And she can't get the second one either, as Riccio will pick up the rebound. Riccio trying to blow by Jimenez, and she does, and she'll get through as Gunderway takes a hard fall. It'll go into bounds, but it'll stay West basketball. And Jimenez looks to be a little shaken up after that play. Moran gets it in quickly to Riccio. She'll think about a three, goes to work on Gutierrez, as Jimenez will pick up a block. And that's a nice revenge block by Jimenez. She'll quickly get up to Gunderway. She'll throw up a layup, and that will drop. And the first points of the second half will come with a Gunderway floater. Moran over to Robinson quickly, and Robinson will be forced to reset to Riccio. Riccio getting over to Bucco. Bucco tries to go to work, and it will slip out of her hands as she tries to fight for her own rebound. And it'll be Bucco basketball. Excuse me, East basketball. And the full court defense will be used here to start the second half. As Vernazio now in the game for Cranston East. And a travel will be called this time on Vernazio. Moran Moran using the chase screen, gets into Bucco in the corner, thinking about a three, gets down low, passes it over to Riccio. Riccio trying to use her dribbling on Jimenez, and it'll be off Jimenez's leg. And it goes off Jimenez's leg, but it'll be Cranston East basketball somehow. As Jimenez will come down and think about a three. As Dupre gets down low, and it'll be a foul call. This time looks to be on Robinson. And Dupre will be at the line for 2 shots, looking to get the lead down to 10. And Dupre gets the first shot to fall. And Dupre can't get the second one to fall, as Sanaya Chase will pick up the rebound. Bucco now down court quickly. She'll get through Gunderway's defense, and a foul will be called this time on Gunderway. And it'll now be Moran looking inbound here for West on the baseline. Moran gets it in quickly to Riccio. Riccio now gets it to Moran down low, and it'll be a turnover as Moran couldn't get it in her hands fully. Moran trying to get a steal here on Jimenez. As Jimenez going to work on Riccio, she'll get that one to drop. And it is now back down to a 9-point lead, as that is the smallest lead since in the first few minutes of the first quarter. Moran downhill quickly. She fakes to Chase, and the layup won't go. But a nice move there by Moran. The layup just wouldn't go this time. And it'll be a full timeout here taken by Cranston West. And we'll take a timeout as well, and we'll be back in just a minute. We are back here at the Nest as Cranston West still leading by 9, but a little bit under 5 minutes here to go in the third quarter of play. And so far we have not seen Allison Brown check in, as the senior starter has been taking a breather for a majority of this game. Prey now bringing up the ball, Cranston East, being heavily guarded by Bucco. Gunderway will travel there, and that's a bad turnover here as we come to the midway point of the third quarter. Moran using her options, gives up to Riccio. Riccio getting downhill, she throws up a mid-range, now be off the back rim for her, as now Gunderway will pick up the rebound. And Gunderway trying to get up court quickly. She will now fake the mid-range shot. She'll get down low to Jimenez, so she'll fire up a floater, and now it'll be off target. And it'll be last touch Moran, and it will stay on this side of the court. It'll be Cranston East basketball. Gunderway now looking to inbound here for Cranston East. And she'll get it in to Gutierrez. Gutierrez will quickly give it up to Renazio. And Renazio not getting too many minutes here. She'll fire up a jumper, and that'll be way off, as now Riccio will pick up the board. Riccio getting past Jimenez quickly. She'll get fouled, and no shot, and it'll be inbounded here on the baseline. And that'll be Jimenez picking up her second foul of the game. Marin now looking inbound here for Cranston West. She'll get into Chase, and she quickly gives it up to Riccio. And Riccio holds on. She tries to get a layup through, and it won't go. It's now Gunderway beyond the fast break, heavily guarded by Bucco. Gunderway fakes the three, just a bad pass. And it'll be a turnover. This time Moran picks it up. And Moran will quickly give it up to Bucco. Bucco not being guarded on a three, and it'll be a too strong on the three-pointer. As Bucco had a few good three-pointers early, she hasn't been able to find one in the second half. Jimenez will now take a shot, and it'll be blocked this time by Riccio. And good defense so far by Riccio. Now, of course, Bucco, and she'll get an easy two to drop. And that'll be Bucco's first points of the second half. And is now back up to a double-digit lead here as the Falcons lead by 11. Jimenez gives it up to Gutierrez for three. And it'll drop for Gutierrez as the lead is cut down to 8. Which is the smallest lead so far of the second half. And East slowly edging their way back into this game, making it a good ball game. Moran gives it up to Robinson, over to Riccio. And Riccio gives it up to Robinson. She takes a three, and it'll be a little right for Robinson. Is Bucco able to save it into Riccio? She'll get down low to Chase. Chase will be blocked. Ultimately be Stefanski this time picking up the block. As now you can tell that this Cranston West basketball team is suffering without the rebounding here from Allison Brown. As now Gunderberg will be down low, and the layup will not drop as Moran picks up the rebound. As I was saying, without Brown's rebounding, Cranston West is struggling. As Robinson takes a three, and it'll be off back iron for her. And a bad foul being committed there by Bucco this time on Jimenez. And for the first time this second half, Taylor Walker and Allison Brown will check in the game as Riccio and Bucco will take a breather. And Monday will now check in the game as Dupre will take a breather. It looks like she was having some trouble with her knee brace, and the coach doesn't want to see her on the court with that. As now Brown playing good defense there on Jimenez, and she'll be fouled. And now Brown picking up her first foul of the second half. And she's been in the game for about 5 seconds, and she'll pick up her first foul of the game. And it looks like she's still having trouble with her, look to be her right finger. She's been holding on to that since early in the first. And Jimenez gets both free throws to go, and now the lead's cut down to 6. And Cranston West now hoping with the rebounding of Brown back in the game, hopefully they can get back on offense. Robinson now thinking about a three. She gets it over to Walker. Walker trying to get downhill. She'll try to get over to Moran, and Moran will fall down, and it'll be out of bounds. It'll be a turnover, and good defense there by Dupre. And this time it'll be Cranston East basketball. And Riccio and Bucco will check back in the game as Walker and Moran will take a breather. Jimenez quickly over to Gutierrez. Gutierrez fakes a three. She'll throw up a shot. Now it'll be off target, but she'll be fouled. This time it looks to be Chase picking up the foul. And Gutierrez has a chance to get this to a 2-possession game if she makes both free throws. And the first free throw drops. And Gutierrez can't get the second one to drop, but it'll be a violation this time by O'Donohue, and Gutierrez will reshoot. And she won't be able to get that one through. And it will stay Cranston's basketball, so Donahue cannot pick up the rebound. And Silvestri will now check in the game as O'Donohue will take a breather. And Cranston East will take a full timeout here as we come up to 90 seconds left here in the third quarter of action. We'll take a full timeout as well, and we'll be back here on Fans Only Sports Network. We are back here at the Nest as Cranston East Thunderbolts have been able to cut the lead down now to 5. And so far this game, in the second half, Riccio and Jimenez, as Riccio picks up a block on Jimenez, as Gunneray picks up the rebound, and she'll be fouled and sent to the line for 2 shots. But as I was saying, Riccio and Jimenez so far in this second half have been kind of quiet, as their other teammates around them have been putting up a majority of their points. And Gunnerway is able to get the first free throw to drop through. Gunnerway gets the second one to drop, and it's now a 1-possession game if the Thunderbolts can find a 3-pointer. And Moran now signaling Chase to come up and use her screen. As Moran quickly gives up to Bucco. Bucco thinking about a 3. She now tries to get downhill. Over to Chase quickly and gets the layup to drop, and now the lead's back up to 5. As we're now coming up on under a minute left here to play as Bucco and Riccio heavily guarding Jimenez. Gutierrez now with the ball. And Chase needs to be careful, don't want to foul. And it'll be a jump ball, and it'll be Cranston West basketball. Never seen that. Moran now using the Chase screen. Gives up to Bucco. Bucco fakes the 3, gets downhill, shows up a wild shot, but she'll be fouled. And she'll be sent to the line now for 2 shots. And Dupre committing the foul there. Isn't too happy with that one. And the first free throw will not be able to drop here for Bucco. And Bucco gets the second one to drop, and it's now back up to a 6-point lead. As now Jimenez has 30 seconds to play with here on the shot clock. And Bucco getting past the yellow eye screen. Jimenez fires a 3, and we off target. And Chase grabs a nice rebound, and she tries to get it up quickly. Yalaradi picks up the, and Moran picks up the turnover by East, and Gutierrez will foul. And Riccio now getting the ball past half court as the shot clock will be turned off. Faking the Chase screen. Moran now being guarded by Gunderway. Gets past with the Riccio screen. She throws up a layup, and that one will go. A tough shot from Moran. As now Bucco gets the inbound steal, and it'll be a jump ball. And this time it will be Cranston East with possession. As now there's 5 seconds left here. Gunderway looking to inbound here for the Thunderbolts. Gets into Yalaradi, and she's got to get down court quickly, gives up to Hernandez, and Riccio trying to get the steal, and the clock will run out as the ball goes out of bounds, and it is now a 8-point lead going into the fourth quarter here for the Falcons. And we'll be back in just a minute here on Fans Only Sports Network. We are back here on Fans Only Sports Network as Cranston West still leading here by 8 as they will get the ball here to start the fourth quarter of action. And Riccio and Moran so far this game have been putting their team on their shoulders as Moran hands it off to Riccio. Riccio thinking about a three, too much space for Riccio, and it'll be off back iron, and Gunnerwood picks up the rebound. And quickly over to Jimenez. Jimenez now guarded by Silvestri. Takes a three, and that one will drop as Jimenez cuts the lead back down to 5 early here in the fourth quarter. Moran quickly down to the corner. And Moran goes baseline on Gunderway. Down to Chase. Chase gets a layup, and that will go for Chase. And Moran and Riccio have been feeding Chase all game, and it's been working so far as Yalarani now down low. Kicks out to Gutierrez for 3, and it won't drop as Riccio picks up the rebound. And Riccio now on a 3-on-2. She takes it herself, and she'll be fouled and sent to the line as she'll be getting that and one that she's been looking for here in the second half. And now Riccio will have a shot at the line, and it looks like Gutierrez picks up her second foul of the game for Cranston East. And Riccio a little bit shaken up after that play as she now has a chance to put the Falcons up 10. And she gets it to drop and is now back to a 10-point lead here to start the fourth quarter. And Bucco now pressuring defense here on Jimenez as Gunderway now being guarded by Silvestri. Cooking to Jimenez down low, and Chase not able to cover her well enough as Jimenez gets another easy basket. Moran now with Riccio trailing. Riccio going left on, and she gives it out to Chase, and Chase gets an easy 2. And as I was saying earlier, Moran and Riccio have been able to find Chase very well, and it'll be too good for the Thunderbolts as East will take another timeout. And we'll take a timeout as well, and we'll be back here in just a minute. Jimenez now the primary ball handler for East. She'll be tangled up again with Riccio. Maybe a jump ball, and this time and a little bit more miscommunication here by the referees, and it will be Thunderbolts basketball. She gets it into Gunderway. Gunderway quickly over to Jimenez for a long two, and she'll get that one a drop. And Yalarati try to get the inbound steal, and she won't get that one to go. Riccio gets it in quickly to Bucco. Back to Riccio now as East resorts back to their full court defense. Riccio getting downhill quickly. It'll be a turnover. This time Vernaccio picks it up. And it'll be a foul call this time on Riccio. And to be honest, it didn't even look like Riccio touched her. But the whistle will still be blown. And Riccio now has 3. Jimenez trying to go to work here on Moran. Quickly up to Vernaccio for 3. And it'll be a little left for Vernaccio as Moran picks up the rebound. And it'll be turned over as Riccio tries to gather. And Yalarati and Gutierrez are on the ground. Yalarati still face down. And Yalarati slow to get up here as Gutierrez will pick up the foul. And it'll be Cranston West ball. little bit of commotion being made here by the students, excuse me, the fan section of Cranston East. As Buco, nice move to the basket, and she'll get that one to drop. And the lead is now back up to 8 as we come up on under 5 minutes here to play. And Moran gets a steal, and the full court defense is working for West, and she'll get down low, and it'll be rolled off the front rim. Jimenez now slowing the pace here for East. Should get past the Buco full court defense. She'll get downhill, take a mid-range, and it won't drop as Chase picks up the rebound. And Riccio now trying to slow the pace as she gets past Gunderway. Gets downhill quickly on Jimenez, and a foul will be called this time on Jimenez. This will be Jimenez's 3rd foul. And now Riccio has a chance to extend her team's lead up to double digits. And the first free throw will go for Riccio. And both free throws will drop for Riccio. Now the lead is back up to 10. Tierras gets up to Gunderway. She takes a mid-range. Maybe a little strong as Dupre picks up the offensive rebound. Guarded by Robinson. Dupre now gets it to Venancio. Gets into the corner to Gutierrez. Fakes a 3, steps back for a 3. And it'll be an air ball as Moran picks up the rebound. And Moran will be fouled this time by Gunderway. A little too handsy there on Moran trying to get downhill. Moran now with a little bit under halfway here to go in the 4th quarter. Riccio kicks it back out to Buco, fakes the 3. She'll get down low. Good move. And she'll get 2 to go as she had a nice up and over. Looked to be on Dupre. Venancio now jump ball here on Riccio. And Moran will pick it up as she'll get down low to Buco. She'll have an easy 2. And she'll fumble the ball. She tries to get it up to Robinson. Back in the corner for a Buco 3. And it will go for Buco. And the lead is now back up to 15 points here for the Falcons. And Jimenez, and looked like Moran tried to pickpocket her. She was trying to go left. And it'll be a reach-in foul this time on Tedeschi Moran. And Dupre will check out of the game as Monday will check back in for the Thunderbolts. Jimenez now looking at inbound. And she gets into Gunderway for a mid-range and a little strong. And Jimenez picks up the rebound and she gets the putback to go. And the lead's cut back down to 13 as East has some work to do here if they want to have a chance to win this game. Moran now back up to Buco, thinking about a 3. Too much space for Buco, and she gets that one to drop. And I don't know what Monday was thinking. And you have to guard Buco there on the 3-point line because she's a sniper. And a turnover here at Buco as a foul will be called this time on Jimenez. And Buco will now be sent to the line for 2 shots. Buco gets the first free throw to drop. And the second one will roll around about 4 times, and it will finally drop through. As now leads back up to 18, and Moran tried to steal it away again, and she'll be called for another reach-in. And that's back-to-back reach-in fouls from Moran. W. Moran picking up her second foul of the game as Now Falcons have a comfortable 18-point margin here to end the fourth quarter. Gunda right now trying to get to the rim quickly, throws up a floater, and it'll be a little right. She gets her own rebound, tries to use a spin move on Chase, and they'll get tangled up and be called for a jump ball. And this time it'll be Falcons basketball. Moran now trying to go left through Jimenez and Gunderway. Richo now, top of the key with Jimenez defending. Trying to use the time on the shot clock. Moran fakes the pass. Should go left now. Gives it back out to Riccio. Riccio gives it down low to Robinson. Back up to Moran. She chucks up a corner three. And it will drop for Moran. And the lead is now up to 21 for the Falcons as a Cranston East timeout will be in session here. And we'll take a timeout as well and be back in just a minute. We are back here with only a couple minutes left here in the fourth quarter as the Falcons still leading here by 21. And mainly due to the demanding full court defense between Bucco and Moran, and then the offensive presence of Riccio and Bucco as well as Moran. And Jimenez fires a three, and it'll be off front rim. She gets her own rebound, get down low, and she'll get that one to drop. It's now back to a 19-point lead. Now quickly in the corner, it's Robinson, and she'll get that three to drop. And great three-point shooting here by West down the stretch. And it's now 71 to 49. Underway quickly over to Gutierrez. And last touch Moran, and it'll be East basketball. Underway gets it in to Jimenez. Jimenez trying to go to work here. And she'll get, not that one to go, and trying to put back there was Gutierrez. And Moran fires it out court to Robinson, over to Bucco quickly, and it'll be off front target. As Bucco, a little too fast there on her layup. Couldn't get that one to drop. Now Jimenez over to Vernaccio for three. And it'll be off back iron as Moran picks up a great defensive rebound. And now coming up on a minute here left in the fourth quarter. And Robinson, thinking about a three, gives it back up to Riccio. Over to Bucco. Bucco back to Riccio. Bucco coming in motion in the corner. Riccio gets downhill quickly to Chase. And that play's been working all night. And a good block there by Gunderway. So now Jimenez will pick up the rebound. Jimenez quickly over to Vernaccio for another three. And it'll be off front rim. And Chase picks up the rebound, and the shot clock will turn off. And the Falcons will just dribble this ball out. And the clock will run out here as Cranston West will take the Battle of Cranston here on Friday of the holiday tournament. 71 to 49 victory, a 22-point margin here. As I'm Michael Sermonti reporting here for Fans Only Sports Network, and we will see you next time here on the network. And good night, everyone.